let's see. So we have that all the items. We're gonna come back to all these items later. I think first we are just gonna go and actually read the patch notes. Tissues for tears. No. We're gonna embrace every nerf, dude. Okay? Alrighty. That content update 3.9. Conqueror the Atlas. We don't need to care about that. We're just gonna dive straight in. The Metaphor Challenge League. Challenge leagues are a great opportunity for a fresh start in a new economy, blah blah blah. Yeah, we all know that, right? They are honestly, let's just all play in the permanent leagues.
Fresh meat.
What's poppin' be?
Hey Undercast, thanks for that sub. And thanks for reminding that I need to pause that. Or at least mute. I don't even know. Let's go with pausing. You're encouraged to join the new leagues. Yes. In the Metaphor Challenge League, fellow Exile Tan? How do you pronounce that word? I'm just gonna say Tan. Tan Octavian is investigating the source of ill intent in the world. What he calls the intrinsic darkness. Help him by harvesting flesh samples or ooze from monsters throughout Breaklast and combining them to someone powerful, transforming Metamorph. The more difficult encounters you create, the greater the rewards. Yeah, we're getting new stuff, we're getting panelists. Yep, pretty not much know all of this. Once you reach maps, you'll be able to acquire samples from map bosses in different areas and combine them in Tain's lab. Some good shit. Tained Octavian, yeah. Tunned. Missing the color operator to pronounce Tane. Like Finwood, you mean like that? With 3.9, there are standard, hardcore, and solo self-fun variations of the Metamorph Challenge League available. And especially this thing, hardcore solo self-fun, is gonna be extra juicy this time around. They have the same core mechanics and items. You can create private leagues version of these leagues with mods that make the game harder. Yeah. So who's gonna be the first ever to kill solo self-found hardcore the Awakener with every single private mod added? That's the real race, okay? That's what we should all be striving for. The new challenge leagues include a set of 40 challenges, and the MTX rewards this time are pretty nice. We got like what? We got a weapon effect, we got a portal, and then we got a shit. Was it footsteps, weapon effect, and portal? I think in that order. Yeah, the weapon effect looks really good. At least I like it. These MTX are only obtainable in this league. Better be playing, boys. From the 19 challenges onwards, and for every third challenge after that, you will receive pieces of the Metamorph totem pole decoration to display in your hideout. The totem pole permanently showcases how many of the Metamorph challenges you have completed. Yeah. Major new content and features. Conqueror the Atlas, a brand new endgame mapping experience. Shaper and Elder have both been defeated. Not by you. Yeah, it was Matthew. Matthew killed all of them. God damn it. Another group of exiles has saved Breaklast from these celestial harbingers of doom. But that wasn't enough. They continued to cut paths through the Atlas, leaving carnage in their wake, and forcing Zana to seal them in the Atlas. Not forever. But they are trying to find a way out. Can you stop them before they bring ruin to Oria? Featuring 5 new endgame boss encounters, powerful rewards, including new currencies. and new ways to modify. This is a bit monka. This is a bit monka currently. Added a new dexterity skill gem. Artillery ballista summons a ballista totem to provide. Yeah, we have all seen all these, right? It's the AoE ballista, the single target ballista, the Herald of Agony, crazy buff, new arrow attack. It just makes bleed also, like bleeds always apply at full power, like the monster was moving, and that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Added a new dexterity support gem, Crater Volley. Support skills that fire. Yeah, support skills that fire. This is the same as the bow. The whatever the fuck the bow was called. I don't even remember. Yep. Added a new dexterity support gem, Arrow Nova. I mean, it's some interesting AoE. Yeah, Reach had the Crater Volley support. I wonder if they're taking it off. We'll see. We'll see once we get to the unique section. Added a new dexterity support gem, Barrage, which turns everything that doesn't shoot up, like rain arrows, into a single target. Just kind of bug. Feels Split Arrow and Power Siphon because they have built-in projectiles on them, so it's gonna be a lot of damage with that. Support projectile attack skill that the user supported skills fire projectile sequence. Supported skills fire 3 additional projectiles and have more attack time per projectile. Yep. Added new currencies: Crusaders, Exile Orb, Hunters, Exile Orb, Redeemers, Exile Orb, and Warlords, Exile Orb. I wonder how much power we're gonna get through this that we're being taken away through the nerfs. Each of these currencies will add an additional modifier to a rare item from its associated pool of influence modifiers. Added a new currency, Orb of Awakening. This item can be used on any item with influence, such as Shaper Influenced Ring, and then any item of the same type, a ring in this case, transfer that influence to a new item. The original item will be destroyed as a result of this process, but some of the original item mods may be carried over to the destination item. An item can have 2 influence types attached to it if they are transferred in this way. Wait. Okay, so yesterday when we were talking about looking at the Balance Manifesto, I mentioned I'm actually just gonna go quick back there. I need to. So we mentioned this. I said that it's something like this is kind of like they are different things. God damn it. Where is it? I said it. So yeah, using the power of Sirus, which is the Awakener's Orb now, you can fuse together any 2 item. Okay. Now, this is very, very interesting. This item can be used on any item with influence, such as Shaper Influence Ring, and then any item of the same type, a ring in this case, to transfer the influence to the new item. You know what this sentence means, boys? We can have Shaped and Elder Stygian Vices. Because it's a belt. You can transfer Shaper and Elder Influence from the non-Stygian Vice belts to Stygian Vice if this is case. And yeah, other unknown influences. Influence into influence only. No, the wording here is this item can be used on any item with influence, so you use this on a Shaper rustic chas, and then any item of the same type to transfer that influence to the new item. It doesn't mention that the other item has to be influenced too. And then it's just the original item will be destroyed as a result of this process, but some of the original item mods may be carried over. So another interesting thing about this is, what if we have a... Well, first of all, does it have to be rare? Can it be magic? Because if it's magic, you could maybe increase your chances at getting a specific mod. Like, okay, so fuck, does it like reroll the old, like the new item as well? Because if not, you could literally have a 5 mod belt. Let's say you have a 5 mod, like a decently rolled 5 mod, or like 4 mod 2GM wise, and then you have a Elder belt with life recovery rate as the only mod, and then you use the Orb of Awakening on that, and then you try to transfer it in the S2GM wise. Dude, this sounds so fucking broken. In so many levels. Also, does this allow us to make unique items Shaper and Elder influence? Because that is interesting. For example, the Uber Elder chess piece, I always forget the name, that gets damage and eventually pen if all of the items are Shaper influenced. Then there are the Elder unique gloves that allows you, like, gives you a damage over time multiplier per Elder. You know, dude, this is such an interesting item. This is gonna be also very, very rare. This is gonna be very rare, but this is gonna enable some good shit. Can't you make Elder and Shaper unique by chancing? Not all. There are some specific unique items that are boss only drops that you cannot chance with influence. So this would allow you to use item like boss uniques that don't have influence in your builds that require influenced items in all slots. Shit. If that, I mean, it's. I think this is pretty clear. I mean, there's a chance that they just fucked up with the wording, but based on that wording, all of those things are possible. Yeah, all breach uniques, for example. You should be able to have a shaped void force. Well, it's gonna be shaped and elder. Oh, another thing. What will if an item is both elder and shaper influenced, would you gain the benefit from the gloves? I'm just gonna show the gloves. This is a very interesting item, currency item. Yeah, it says may, but it has a chance. So what the fuck is happening with Wiki? But yeah, so these gloves. So you damage them over their multiplier for ailments per elder item. And then you use the other items. You could potentially go like crit extra as chaos poison assassin using the shroud, and then like these gloves if you make these into shaper, because then they like if you were to transfer this into elder shaper item, and then you could then you could make the chest piece, the Eternity Shroud, into Shaper Elder item as well. So that would like... Oh, fuck, dude. This is very interesting, and I doubt that it actually works like it's explained here. There's no way. There's no way it's gonna work like this. This is so fucking powerful. Huh. Yeah, it's probably... I would guess that it's not gonna work on uniques. And I would... Man, no. I mean, they may change it, but... Yeah. This shit here is absolutely massive. If it works like it's explained here. Yeah, it says any item of the same type, but that might change, and that could be a typo. But yes, this is Elder and Shaper's 2 geovices. Wait, no. It says type, but at the same time here says ring in this case. Why? Why do you have conflicting... No, ring is a class, and coral ring is a base type. But then they, on the brackets, they have a ring. Which is a class, not a base type. Like, which of these is correct? Is this correct or this correct? Because this is a class, and then they... Honestly, I think this means any item of the same class. Because this doesn't read as in like, okay, if we compare, if we compare this to like say Exalted Orb, why is this like this? I wanna see the text, like the actual text. Because yeah, it's like oh yeah, POE DP, that's true. So what I'm trying to point out here is the grayed out text is what the item does. So it's enchants a rare item with a new random modifier. And this here is not what is gonna read in the gray section, but rather this is them explaining the function. And because they are wording, like they're explaining the function without using the exact correct wording, which will be here, we can't really tell until they clarify this. I'm gonna say 99% sure this is supposed to mean class. Instead of using the word type, this should be class. Because I think otherwise they would have I think they would have said base instead. It's pretty clear. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear with the ring bracket addition, but them using the word type instead of class here leaves it up for open. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if GDG was like 7 head here and left it open like this to see how the players react and see if they need to nerf it. Like if the players figure out something crazy shit and they're just like, oh, it said type, which means the base type, okay? It could be, boys. It could be that. Either way, this is absolutely crazy, and I think this only probably drops from the Awakener. Now the question is, will this only drop from the Awakener when it's fully buffed, or will this drop from a not fully buffed Awakener? That's the real question. It's called Awakener's Orb. I mean, this could also be just a normal drop as well, I guess, but... Pretty clear, are we talking about the same game? True. Using 2 base types? No, the old item is destroyed. The item that you use the orb for is destroyed. So if I have a Shaper Rustic, and then I have a random like a leather belt, for example, the Shaper Rustic will be destroyed. I use the orb on that, and then it's like when you use like an MTX in a normal like the not MTX but the skin transfer. So you use on that, and then you click on the other item, and then the other one goes poof. Have you have some popcorn for this, dude? But yeah, this is I've been on this item for like this line for fucking 10 minutes now, but this is absolutely crazy if it works like it's explained. A lot of new unique items. 35 awakened support gems, which are more powerful version of existing supports. Actually, we're gonna go check them right now unless they're explained here. No, I don't think they're here. So we're gonna stop here, and we're gonna go here to look at the gems. Awakened added fire, ancestral call, brutality. Ooh, 30 damage, LE damage, attacks, fire pen, generosity. Awakened gems. Yeah, this should be just woke gems, honestly. They should be just. They definitely. When they were pitching the name for this, I think if they had a poll, people would have gone with woke gems. Melee physical, melee splash, multi-strike, added cold. I wonder if the added fire is gonna have a +1 level of fire skills, just like added cold has. Arrow Nova. Cast on crit. .05 progress. Let's go back to the original. Yo, this. I mean, it's not that, obviously. No cooldown, yeah. Oh wait, you're right. No cooldown was the original, I think. Yeah. Shatterstruck is back. Awakener just makes people woke. Yeah, it awakens people. You're gonna see a lot of streamers being awakened by the Awakener, and you're gonna see chat making the stupid "You've been awakened. You just got awakened, dude" memes all around. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Yeah, and it's gonna the meme is gonna die in a month, like a few weeks, and then whenever somebody uses the meme later on, then people are just weird champing them. That's actually what's gonna happen. I called it now. Everyone is doing it for the few first weeks, and after that everyone's just weird champing it. Awakened Chain. Ooh. Cold Pen, Deadly Elements, Cork GMP, Swift Ambition, Void Manip, Vicious Projectiles. This is probably +1 Chaos Gems, as well at the max level. This is probably +1 Lightning. Blast Spammy, this was less reservation. Cast while channeling. Ooh. Maybe this will have a shorter cooldown. So, do you have any idea where these drop? Yeah, all of these drop from the Guardians, Conquerors. We don't know if there are level restrictions. Yeah, the new bosses, yeah. We don't know if there's level restrictions to some of these gems. We do know that they at least planned them to have different tierings, so some of them are more rare. Controlled Destruction. Curse on hit. That's probably curse effects. Oh, yo, imagine if Curse on hit allowed you to use another curse. That would bypass the cap you have. Dude, that would be insane. Ellie Focus. Ink AoE. They should not just name this Awakened Increased Radius support. Awakened Lightning Pen. Awakened Minion Damage. So in the Balance Manifesto, remember when everyone just like, fuck, we can't get the last Spectre anymore. My guess is that a level 5 Woke Minion Damage support is gonna have +1 minion skills. That's my guess. I hope that's the case. Personally. But it could also just be generic a bit more damage. I hope that's not the case. Because that would add like a super endgame like thing to strive for. They have to make sure less people play minions. No, it's. I mean, they might not tell us what the last level is, and we just have to find out. Spell Cascade, Spell Echo, Unborn Element, Unleash. My guess for Unleash is that it just gives you 1 extra stack. Huh. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. What there isn't. We didn't get Empower, Enlighten, Enhance. We didn't get Inspiration. We didn't get. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we didn't get, but I would not be surprised if we were to get more gems in future patches. Yeah, no, Infused Channeling, Efficacy. Yeah, there's a lot. No Mirage Charger either. Yeah, true. True. And no Awakened Barrage support. Or totems either, or any mine supports. Oh, I know the Mirage Charger nerf. It wasn't the manifesto. A lot of new div cards. There were a few interesting div cards. For example, there is Unending Hunger. What a surprise! The league after minions got buffed, we get a Unending Hunger div card. What a coincidence. Minor new content and features. Oh shit. You can now add item filters to your account. Minor new content and features. Dude, this is insane. This change here makes console playable, assuming it actually performs, but like you know what I mean, right? When I was doing the level 100 push on PlayStation 4, I had to use the. I mean, God, thank God, I at least had the filters for NeverSync. But the most strict filter was too strict, and the one before that wasn't strict enough. So I was like, feels bad money because I wasn't finding items that I would want to pick like Alk Orbs because I needed them to roll maps. And if I did the other one, then I was fucked because I was seeing too much shit, which slowed me down because you can't skip loot that easily in console. So this change here is insane because now you can make your own filter on console. Actually, absolutely insane. Oh. If we go to NeverSync Twitter, where is it? Here. We can share filters through the website as well. And auto-updating. Like if people wanted to use my filter, why would you? But in case they would want to, and I updated my filter on my page, it would automatically update for anyone who is like following or like linked to that. But you should not be using my filter. So Vita, are you making fun of my language? Perkele. No, okay, let's continue. Linus Watch has been visually upgraded and uses our latest rendering technology. So you can use that as a loot filter sound now. You're welcome. It's called Russian? Yes, yeah. No, not Russian. I'm from the Comradland. Okay, two different places. People often confuse the two, but they are very different. Siberia, yes. I live in Siberia. Oh god. Okay. I should just read the rest of them without. There is a new loading screen as you enter Linus Watch to match the tone's new look. Added a new vendor recipe for your spare catalyst. Oh, that's nice. So they're probably dropping enough. And does this mean we can upgrade them? So does this actually mean that we're gonna have the new golden oil of catalyst? You can now refund multi-choice passives, such as those on the Ascendant, to reselect your choice without having to refund all passives after them as well. You can now refund multi-choice passives, such as those on Ascendant, to reselect your choice without having to refund all passives after them as well. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's really nice. Because oftentimes when you were respecing as an Ascendant, you had to respec much more points than just the Ascendant nodes. Yeah, also, guys, stop with the Cyrillic. I'll start Google translating them soon. I have a feeling you guys don't like the outcome of that. Okay. Add a 3D art for Torch Choke, Step, and Machina Myths. Cool. Raised. Oh, me doing the accent? Wait, what? Okay. Range attack totems are now called ballistas and have a cooler look. And they are no longer working like totems. You when it comes to placement, you can't just toss them away like very far away from your character. Spurd. Wait, did you just type Spurgo? It's Spurdo. Spurdo spärde. Kaksespistetden. So now you it's like it looks like it uses the old mine placement animation and it happens like right next to you. Hey, Grump. Wait, I'm from Finland? Yes, kyllä. En mä oikeastaan Suomessa, mä vaan osaan puhua suomea jotenkuten. Ei se ole niin tarkkaa. It feels actually very weird to speak in Finnish. Minä puhun hyvä suomi. No. God. A lot of ranged attack skills have received major visual improvements, including the basic wand and bow attacks, Burning Arrow, Barrage, and Puncture. Speak Swedish. There's only like one sentence I can say in Swedish. I specifically learned it to make opponent like opponent team players very mad and get themselves kicked out of the game or just penalized in general. So when we were in a tournament, like in floorball tournament, which is kind of like ground hockey, and we were in a tournament in Sweden, and there was this one guy who he was like basically tailing me like crazy, and getting a bit touchy, not like that touchy, but and he said something to me. I actually have no idea what he said to me, and then I just said I didn't say it very loud because there was a referee pretty close, but I said jag talar inte bra svenska men du är en bög, and then I just like looked at him like, and he just flipped it, and he he just basically hit me with the fucking what's it fucking called, the stick, and he just got kicked out of the game, and then we had like 5 minutes of power play and we needed like 2 goals. Yeah, it's I don't speak good Swedish, but you're gay. That was like the translation. It was pretty toxic, but it worked. That dude was insecure. Monga TOS. I just had to give you the background of why I understood. Like I know to say one sentence in Swedish because I'm actually really shit at Swedish. Like really shit. Your story only works because of dog popcorn? Yeah. I was also like 15. So, give me a break. Okay, let's continue. Arrows that collide with terrain now have a chance of bouncing off. Have a chance. This doesn't do anything other than look really cool and help perform a situation where players are firing thousands of arrows. I guess rip hideout crashers then. Other skills have received visual improvements, including Firestorm, Frostblade, Increasing Balls, Heavy Strike, Metamorph, Summon, Skelly. Ooh, all Warcry skill Light Intelligence, Bless Offering, Arc, and Thunder. Ooh, Arc. Oh shit, I can't wait to get to Arc. I really want to control F Arc right now. Because they buffed it a bit, apparently. I don't know how much, based on the manifesto. It could be that Arc is gonna be the new leveling skill. Depending if they made it cast faster or increase the radius of range or whatever. Chat, I'm not gonna read it. Stop talking about Arc. Now I can't actually look at the chat until I've actually seen it. That feels bad, man. Added labyrinth enchantments for the new skills as well as for Burning Arrow and Explosive Arrow. Cosmetic filter will also check the description of your cosmetics rather than just the name. Improve the Shadow's double dagger dual strike animation. Continue to incrementally improve the sound, art, effects, and environment. Cool. Yes, Grump. I just noticed you PM me. Yes, that is true. Thanks though. Atlas changes. The Atlas of World has been reworked. I'm scared. You now start at the center and will work your way outwards as you explore a new storyline. Shaper and Elder storyline is gone. Insert the crap dance. And has been replaced by a story that takes place in the aftermath of the old story. Added 5 new difficult endgame bosses, each with their own special loot, including several new item types. Interesting. New item types. They didn't say uniques. They didn't say influenced items. They said new item types, which I think is referring to item class, just like in the Awakener Orb. No, not class, but type. So different versions of like different type rings, etc. Now, so here they say new item types, which is obviously not referring to a completely new item class. So now, if we were to follow this route and go back to the Orb of the Awakener Orb, did we get spares? I'm pretty confident that that's for like the new item class things are for POE 2, not for this. But this is kind of conflicting now again, because here they are clearly referring to new item types of the existing classes, like helm or boots or gloves or whatever. Nothing new on filter rules. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, exactly. So why this is a bit weird is because they used the word type up here when they are probably talking about a class. We're getting to those in a soon. Don't worry. We already checked the gems. When the other stuff is relevant, when did we check them as well? Added a new mechanic, Watchstones. These can only be obtained by defeating one of the new Atlas bosses. They can be used to raise the tier of all maps in a particular region of the Atlas, causing all maps of those base types to drop at the new higher tier. Okay, so that didn't tell us anything new. We don't know if the things change the tiers differently based on the map, or is there a C? We don't know. Sections can no longer be applied to individual maps and no longer have a radius. They are now applied to Watchstones instead and affect every map in that Watchstones region. They are not restricted by map tier, and if 2 or more Watchstones contain the same section modifier, only one will apply. Oh shit! Okay, that's good. That is so good. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you for doing this. So we don't have the sextant block in Solo Self-Found. You wouldn't sextant block in Trade League because you just buy more sextant. But in Solo Self-Found, where you don't have unlimited access to sextant, you actually would probably sextant block 1 or 2 bad mods and then use 2 good mods. That is so good that they didn't allow for sextant blocking to be a thing. Good. I'm so happy about that. Actually, wait, no, never mind. No, that doesn't guarantee it. It heavily implies it, but it doesn't guarantee it. Because what if I have a sextant in my Atlas? Sorry, I have a sextant modifier in a Watchstone in my Atlas, and then I put another Watchstone next to it, and then I apply a sextant to it. Will it not apply because the other one already has it? Or will it just be able to hit the same mod anyways? I'm pretty confident that it will be able to hit the same mod, because the implication here is very much towards it. But doesn't this mean we can't get the same modifiers on the same area? Wait, what do you mean? I'm confused. It's like when you have if you have 2 Watchstones with the same mod, only one of just one of them applies. If there is a case where we can get the same sextant modifier, that means we can roll the same sextant. No. Oh, I see what you mean. Not necessarily. We don't know how, and like we don't know like, can we apply the sextant modifiers to the Watchstones in our inventory, or do they have to be placed in the Atlas before that can be a thing? I would guess that it has to be in the Atlas, but at the same time, we are able to move the Watchstones and move the sextant mods with them around in the Atlas. So it could also mean that we can apply the modifiers to them with sextants in our inventory as well. So I was just wondering, if you apply the sextant mods in the watchstones in your inventory, it can have any mod from the pool. But if it's in a region with another same sextant, it might just not allow it to happen. So there is a case, like possibility for sextant blocking to be a thing, but I don't expect that to be a thing. You can remove the watchstone with mods on it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm wondering here of the possibility. Is somebody still confused of what I meant by this? Because I mean, it could also it could literally just be unintended, the thing that they didn't account for, and then we'll have a few days of sextant blocking. We don't know. They won't miss such a thing. Oh man. Oh boy. I could spend the next 2 hours explaining all of the Atlas bugs and mishaps that they had, that were very clear to not supposed to be a thing. But I'm gonna start and end it with the biggest thing, which was the original Atlas system that they tossed at us back in, I think, 2.0, did not have a way to remove, uncomplete your maps. I'm running away with Crump. Oh, bye. Hey, Tamer, can you explain sextant blocking? Feels bad, man. Those were the times. Also, they've been renamed. Interesting. Zana can now sell Shaper and Elder Influence maps once you've progressed your Atlas enough. These act like the old Atlas influence, creating new monsters, threats, and rewards. Ooh. Ooh, you better be doing Chaos Recipe in Soul Self Fountain if you want to buy those, I think. Monka? Mega? I don't know if you heard that. Chaos Pen thing? Yeah, you can get Chaos Pen. It's very limited though. The Sana modifiers that change map tiers or reroll map base types have been disabled. At least for now. Okay. Unique maps can now drop with varied tiers based on the state of your Atlas. Maps that have previously had monster level overrides, such as Hallowed Ground, now instantly on the variable tier. Oh, so that's how they're changing it. I see. I was actually wondering what they're gonna do with that. But that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. This also... Wait, what does this mean for Oba's Cursed Rob? Because different rooms had different levels. This is something of the Hallowed Ground. I don't care about Hallowed Ground. Hallowed Ground is always whatever the same tier, but Oba's Cursed Rov has different levels for each room. So are they just changing it to be the same level across all rooms, or are they making it so that... No, because even if the base map for Oba's Cursed Row was tier 14, it would still mean that the last zone is much higher than the normal highest area we could be in. Matter? Yes, it absolutely matters. Because that would allow for some really easy way of getting high tier items through OBAs. I think they made a custom map tiers, or for example map tier +5 or OBAS map tier +1. I mean, maybe, yeah. Maybe. That would probably make the most sense, but yeah, we'll see. Blight mechanics added to the core game. Blight has been added to the core game. You will have 10% chance to encounter Cassia and her beautiful singing while exploring the Atlas. And the unrighteous turn to Each Blight encounter will award at least one oil or blighted map. Cassia will say some nonsense early on because we haven't upgraded her script yet. Okay. Character balance. 45 damage reduction effect is now multiplicative with other similar effects. This is a nerf. Just in case you guys didn't know. Shock and chill calculations have been changed. In general, it is much easier to shock. Actually, wait. No, this isn't a flat out nerf. No. Let me correct myself. This is a huge nerf if you are stacking additive reduced damage taken. Now, where this is actually a buff is for builds that don't stack it, because previously, if you were shocked, it would just remove, like it's just what's the word? Subtract from your increased, reduced damage taken. But now that it's a multiplicative, it's not gonna have a potentially as high impact in all cases. So there are cases where this is actually a buff. But this is a massive nerf to the damage mitigator stacking builds. Shock and chill calculations have been changed. 45 buffed. Carve 2020. I think we're still in 2019. It was a big drama in Nuki's chat. What do you mean? I think nerfing it was totally justified. Does Cyclone cost mana per attack spin? No, it's per second. The chat was People don't know elementary school level math code drama. Oh wait, you think like there was people who actually thought that this was like a buff to the high end like the reduction scaling or something? But yeah, shock and chill calculations have been changed. In general, it's much easier to shock and chill monsters with low values of the element, but harder to reach high values of shock and chill. The formula used to calculate shock and chill magnitudes is now half multiplied by damage percentage of the element threshold. Okay. We added an ailment threshold to monsters. In the great majority of the cases, the ailment threshold matches the monster's maximum life. Primary effects differs for especially high level monsters such as Saber, where the threshold is reduced to allow ailments to be applied with hits that wouldn't ordinarily reach the required life threshold. Well, thank you for not telling us what the threshold is. People thought 100% less didn't make you immune because it's multiplicative, not reduced to be exact. Oh. Oh shit. Oh goodness. It's crazy because reduced damage taken is less damage taken when it's the only multiplier. When you don't have other like reduced damage taken multipliers. Isn't it great? The same way, when you take your first increased damage, when you take your first increased damage node in the skill tree, it's actually a more multiplier. Because it's the only one that you have. Let's not talk about it. I'm just gonna confuse you guys. It's fine. Why did I start? No, Shider, you're right, but you're completely missing the meme, like the thing I said. If you don't have any other sources of less damage taken, reduced damage taken is a less multiplier to the damage you take. Great. Live POE is great, dude. Let's just move on. Yeah. The minimum shock and chill chance value is now 5% from 1. To reach minimum, you must deal 0.4 instead of I don't even remember what that was one. To instead 10%, you must deal 1.8. Basically, they're making it much easier to shock and chill. Much easier. Taffel popcorn or some history vegan porn? Some cheap ass popcorn from the closest Lidl. And honestly, I don't even know. Microwave popcorn. This is a indirect nerf to skitterbots. But skitterbots are still good for the chill anyway, so it's whatever. The default shock mechanism for effects that apply shock without damage on skitterbots is now 15 from 20%. 25% nerf, dude! Speed of salt popcorn. I have... These are very, very salty, but that's because I harvested the salt from Reddit before. Skitterbot still insane? True. True. The alternate elements Sapped, Scorch, and Brittle have slightly different calculation as they have lower caps on their mag tiers. Okay, we're still not gonna see people really use those, unless we get easier ways to get the access to this. Sounds deadly, the amount of salt. It is. I'm taking the risk. Damage threshold for Sabers is half HP. Was it mentioned in the Balance Manifesto? I actually don't remember. It was in the manifesto. Okay, yeah. Skill reworks. Shrapnel shot. You mean Galvanic Arrow? We knew that it gets some projectiles. We know that it's have degrading arrows eventually vanish. This limits skill base range. Modifiers to the projectile speed will allow the arrows to travel farther before they vanish. And it also increases the AoE of the shit deals then. This skill deals burst damage in a cone, increase and reduction. Yeah, arrow speed also. Okay, so projectile speed is the same as arrow speed, just in case you guys don't know. Also applied to this skill. area effect, so increased projectile speed. Yeah. If you like popcorn, buy yourself an air popper. Oh, I know air popper is great. Like, we're all fancy here. Okay. That sounds a lot. Fuck me. Wait, not that one. I wanted the shrapnel shot. That one. That's the thing we wanted. So the base damage is untouched, so they just added it a lot of damage. Okay. Camel, yeah. Whew. The reason why Camel actually did that, the reason donation from Camel is actually to buy a domain name for the website. So you can thank Camel for that. A rich Camel, yeah. Carvarosco.gg, no. Arrows no longer pierce by default. Shrapnel shot curse build. Feels bad, man. Boy, it feels bad. Webdonate is the only reason why man would donate to man. I mean, that was the reason why that was his reason donation. Now, he has also just bought me a flat out PlayStation 4 to fucking play POE on it. And then he didn't play himself. Even though he's supposed to feel bad, man. No. Explosive Arrow. Now costs a lot less mana. Holy shit. Oh my god. That is... Damn. About fucking time. Arrow stick into enemy or wall explode after duration. Duration no longer refreshes. Whenever a new arrow is attached, previously they were handled like charges, which refresh the duration, yada yada, yeah. If an enemy has multiple arrows stuck in them, the first one to explode will consume all other attached arrows, adding their damage to the first arrow's explosion. On-hit effects such as chance to knockback are determined by the exploding arrow. However, each arrow calculates its own damage, including crit chance and damaging elements independently. And these are summed to create one hit. Each arrow checks its own crit chance and only has its crit multi applied to that arrow's portion of the damage if the arrow rolls a crit. But if any of the arrow rolls a crit strike, this combined explosion will be considered a crit for only crit effects. The same is true for all damaging elements such as ignite. For example, if the exploding arrow did not successfully roll a critical strike or ignite, that part of the explosion will have no ignite damage or critical strike multiplier. If two other arrows were also attached at the point of explosion, they successfully rolled critical strike, they will add crit strike damage to the explosion, and the explosion will cause an ignite from their summed ignite damage. Yeah, makes sense. That's a very interesting change, which makes sense. Explosion now also deals added fire damage based on gem level up to 650 average. They nerfed that. Now inherits its base crit chance from your weapon. Ooh, that's pretty nice. In some cases. Now gains +2 explosion radius up to a cap based on the gem level up to 19 at gem level 20. So you definitely want high attack speed on this, so that you can get the big explosions. Explosions now deal 3% more damage with Ignite. Air explosive arrow on target. Ooh, okay. So even okay, so you definitely wanna shoot fast. Ah. Looks interesting. But it's much easier to scale the crit now, so that's really good. Blade with Quill Rain? I think you can definitely blade with Quill Rain. There was also weapon damage scaling part in the initial patch notes, but it's gone now. Wait, really? Anyone have a clip of that or something? Wait, they did wait. Wait, did they not? Oh yeah, they don't even mention this. Interesting. Yeah, here. Now each arrow's explosion will deal a portion of your base weapon damage. But there's no mention here. Okay. So they haven't decided yet what to do with it. I guess. It's getting a bit late, boys. Skill balance. All Ballista Totem skills such as Siege Ballista and Range Attack Totem, which has been renamed Ballista Totem, now place a totem at melee range. Yes, we know that. It's like a mine placement. Specific skills. Arc. The range at which Arc can chain to another enemy is now 35 units from 25. Where's the patch note history for Arc? This actually hurt my eyes. I think it was like 50 or something. Oh wait. Oh yeah, here. Lower the range at which Arc can chain from 50 to 25, and now they buffed it to 35. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. This is also, like, Arc miners were already buffed in the current patch that in Blight League, because they changed how the mines work, right? You throw the mines, so you could actually throw them and get the crazy arc damage. I can definitely see people playing arc more again. I mean, arc, even with the 25 units distance, it was still okay. So this is very nice. Blast Rain now deals 30% base damage from 40 up to 36 from 48. Sorts of additional projectiles now add additional explosions and has explosions. Weird to see it not get any flat fire damage. Yeah, arc mines in Blight were fine because of the mines. Yeah, like they were throwing them. Hey, Bobby. Burning Arrow now converts 100% physical to fire from 50. Has 50% chance to ignite at all levels, that's a really nice change. Gets a fuck ton of extra ignite damage. Applies an additional debuff when you ignite, dealing extra burning damage based on the magnitude of ignite, which does not prolif, by the way. The debuff thing doesn't prolif because it's not an ignite. Now gains +1 fire damage over time multiplier per 2% gem quality. Oh, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Who's Michi Bird? Michi Bird is the leading sub-gifter. He's also the guy who made Carve Pride from the Carve Derp base, and he made the original Carve M, which then Crump made look a bit better, and he also made the fucking Carve Scuff Derp. The Carve S Derp, the Scuff Derp, was when I was like iterating like what I would like the ice to look like on the Carve Derp, and then I just found it on my like emotes folder, like saved there. It's like, yo, Mitch, look what. Talking random shit to Mitch, yo, look what I found. Then I just linked the image, like, yo, dude, I need this. Like, okay, put it on a better to save me then. It's so scuffy, you can't even see the ice. Like, you actually can't even see the ice on that. It's so bad. Caustic Arrow does some extra damage. Oh, and gets a lot of extra AoE. Ooh. Why the mushroom mascot? Because Karva Rousku, my brand, is literally a mushroom. It's woolly milk cap. That's a good Santa hat. Oh, yo, that's so true. Actually, the Santa hat on Carved Derp is actually amazing. Actually, yo, that's so good. Damn, that does look amazing. Wait, does that fit all of the other emotes insanely well as well? Like Carve Easy, for example, because it's using the same base. Just rotate it. Yo, do that on the other emotes with the same base. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so good. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, look at that. Look at that beautiful Santa hat there. planned. Yeah, I planned this like 2 years in advance. Discharge no longer has a target limit. About fucking time. Nice. Wait, those sun hats are feeding so many of my emotes. Damn. It even works on the on the T. Not that anyone plays it. Excuse me, have you not seen the actual 30 mil discharged hit damage build? Okay, it has more AoE now, huh? Yeah, thought so. Elemental hit now deals a slightly less damage at level 1, up to quite a bit less damage at level 20. Oh shit! They're nerfing LA hit. Damn. I mean, let's be real, it's still gonna be insane. 20, yeah, it's gonna be 20% less broken. 20% less broken is still broken, okay? Freezing pulse. The art now more accurately reflects the rate at which damage dealt by projectiles is reduced. Okay. I guess that's from the POE 2 footage. It looks much better like when it's debates or vanishes or whatever. Yo, Mitchie, you should flap your big dick in front of Crump right now and tell him to look at the thing that you did a few days ago. He stole your spot. What's in the bag? This is popcorn. What did I do? Look at the thing to your right from the mushroom image in the chat box, and then flap that around in front of Grump. I'm on phone. Oh, I'm so confused. Yeah, okay. For the longest time, you were the biggest gifter, but I baited Michi to pass you a few days ago. Felt good, dude. I shall no longer leave Chill Crown. Deals more base damage. That's a lot more base damage, actually. Now it chills enemies through dealing 100% more damage, up to almost 200. And oh, interesting. That's gonna be easy chilling. So if anyone wonders what this means, it's so at gem level 1, it's just for the calculation of the chill only, it just doubles it. So it's easier to chill. It doesn't actually make you deal more damage. It just makes it, for the calculation of the chill, much easier. This just means game thinks you're doing more damage for chill effect. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you are doing more damage for the chill effect. Kind of. But it's great when people are like, oh shit, dude. Shit, 100% more damage against chilled enemies? Yo, that's so big! But yeah, this this doesn't actually make you do more damage. Can you explain the difference between Burning Arrow and Explosive Arrow? Yeah, Explosive Arrow, you shoot it in a target, it stays there for a tiny bit of time, then you get an explosion. You get bigger explosion the more arrows you have in there. And the more burning damage, the more arrows you have there. Burning Arrow, you just shoot at a target with an arrow that is burning. That deals fire damage. Think Icicle will be any good? Yeah. I think Icicle is gonna be good. I mean, it already was good, and they buffed its damage a lot. This is a big damage increase. Icicle Mine was providing enormous area coverage and damage at very little cost, and was also causing performance problems. These changes are intended to bring Icicle Mine in line with other mines, as well as alleviate the performance issues it's causing. So wait, you're saying that Icicle Mine is still gonna be absolutely batshit crazy, just like any other mine skill. Okay, might see. The projectiles now fade over time, similar to freezing pulse, but without the gradual damage drop-off. In other words, the mines will now have shorter range by default, but can be increased by increasing the skill's projectile speed. So now you just have a wand where one modifier is projectile speed. Now has 4 additional projectiles at all levels. Oh, they took a lot of AoE out from it. Yeah. Now gains 1% projectile speed per 1 quality instead of damage. Let's see. Sure. Megas builds after. No, I'm actually really busy making the guides for the website, so I can't. Lancing Steel now has a base attack time multiplier of 0.85 from 8. Oh, so they made it faster. Cool. Now deals 135 from 130 up to 180 from 175, so it deals a bit more damage. And grants Impale effect per gem quality from chance to Impale. I mean, that is both a buff and a nerf, because now it's gonna be potentially harder to reach the cap. But when you do reach the cap, you're gonna be, you know, getting more damage instead. This is a buff for the majority of the Lancing Steel builds, yeah. God damn it. Yeah, the cap is really easy though. That's why I said for the majority of the case it's better. But any projectile skill basically got nerfed because point blank nerf. Like Lancing Steel is worse. Molten Strike is also worse. Oh, I need to see what it actually did with that. Lightning Arrow now deals higher base damage. Now shocks enemies through dealing 100% more damage at the gem level 1. So that's the same as Eye Shot. Gains increased shock effect at gem levels. Ooh. Gains chance to shock and shock effect per quality. Damn, Lightning Arrow is looking pretty good. Looking pretty damn good. No popcorn emotes. Yeah, I need like 120 subs and we can make a popcorn emote. It's fine. You can help with that. Lightning Spire Trap. No. God damn it. No, there's popcorn. Yeah, see? Lightning Spire now deals... What? From 30... 12 to 26. From 14 to 43. at level 1. Damn! I mean, nobody cares. You just use flamethrower trap instead. It's fine. You just change lightning spire to flamethrower trap, and you continue as you were. Now Pyroclast. No, the thing is that you throw the first flamethrowers and then you spam Pyroclast on top. You just want to use it. Flamethrower does decent damage. Now strikes every 0.55 seconds. Up to 0.6 from... Oh my god. What the... Ah. Alright. Oh shit. Too bright. Plop. Yep. Next up, Lightning Warp. If you now cast multiple Lightning Warps rapidly, you will travel between all of them as they trigger the warp. The timing for each subsequent warp is based on the distance from the previous warp. That is very interesting for dealing damage with the Lightning Warp. It doesn't really make it a great mobility skill. Wait. What will this do for something like Lightning Warp totems now? If you have like crazy cast speed on Lightning Warp totem, it's just like... Brrr. Guess we'll see. Molten Strike now deals a tiny bit more base damage, but got absolutely gutted by point blank nerf. Orbital Storms now deals 2 to 7 lightning damage from 3 to 9. Up to... Okay, I mean, we don't care at the high level. I mean, it's a little slightly high level nerf. Nobody cares about that. Also... Okay, so... For actual mapping builds, this is fine. This is a very slight nerf, so nobody cares. If you're doing a mapping Orbital Storm, that's fine. But that... is a huge leveling nerf. Which is what they were targeting. But you probably just use Orbital Storm anyways, because other lightning skills, and the damage effectiveness is still the same, right? Which means any added damage to it. No, Orbital Storm is fine. Never mind. Orbital Storm is actually fine because it basically just one shot everything anyways. And you still trigger it with like using arc or something like that. So Orbital Storm leveling is still a thing, sure. But I think you probably use this. You start using Orbital Storm later, I think. Never used point blank with my Molten Strike Poisoner. Yeah. Yeah, you I think you need the craft. Just have to combine that with monster and boss up and resistance in general. That's true, but it was I mean, Orbital Storm was never a boss skill for leveling. He just killed trash with it. I don't think that's gonna change. Pestilence Strike now gains additional melee range as the gem levels, up to +2. That's nice. That's pretty good. Punishment now causes cursed enemies to have -20 reduced physical damage taken. The duration of the buff granted by enemies when they hit you now matches the base duration of the Scourge, which is not seconds. Wait, really? They actually nerfed punishment in a lot of cases? Not in every case, but a lot of cases. Not that there were many builds that used punishment to begin with. Yeah. Hey, Glass. What's up? They buffed it? No. If you can make the enemy have 0%. Wait, no, this isn't. Wait, never mind. This isn't the resistance mod I was thinking about. I was thinking about the resist mod from Manifesto. Like, the punishment as it is right now in the game is actually really good. Like, it's very strong. This is a very good curse. But it's a pretty niche. You only really want to use this in Delve because you need to get hit by something, and most of the time everything dies before it hits you. So it's it was a pretty niche. I mean, this is it's. I would say for general usage, this is a buff, actually, because it doesn't require the monster to hit you. So yeah, actually, for the majority of the player base, this is actually a buff. Yeah, true. Rain of Arrow now deals a bit extra base damage. Okay, that's like 20% buff. Sure, we'll take it. Ray Spectre, additional maximum specters are now unlocked at gem levels 13 and 25. And 31? Question mark? There's one more threshold. GGG. I don't know if you were aware, but there was one extra threshold after the 21. Raise Zombie. The Zombie Slam ability now has a 6-second cooldown from 4 and has a base radius of 17 units from 28. That's a lot of less AoE, damn. The Slam is now slower and has 30% less base damage effectiveness at gem level 1, rising to the previous damage effectiveness around gem level 17. Okay. Note that these changes are not visible on the gem. Base zombie damage has been reduced by approximately 25%. That's fine. No longer grants zombies more life as the gem levels. Feels bad, man. But the zombies themselves do gain base life at each gem level, like other minions. Yeah. Now increases zombies alarm area effect as the gem levels up to 76%. Wait, they completely removed the cooldown reduction? Okay. I mean, we're still gonna get Awakened Multi-Strike, which gives the zombies one more like repeat, but did shit. Did they remove it or not? Is my question. It's weird. They did not. Okay. I guess they would have mentioned if they removed it. So, how much did the AoE get nerfed? Somebody do the math, I'm too lazy. Because this is not 17 multiplied by 1.76, because this is area effect and this is radius. So, if the previous was 28, is this like 22, 23, something like that? 22.5. Okay. Okay. Alright. It's a decent nerf. It makes sense that it's not like massive at the early game like level. Scourge Arrow now has quite a bit less base damage, but has a fuck ton of flat. That Scourge Arrow leveling. Okay, boys, if you're leveling as a bow build, you're using Scourge Arrow. By the way. Skeleton's still fine. Yeah, skellies are crazy single target damage. Dude, Scourge Arrow leveling looks pretty good. But at the same time, so does Lightning Arrow. Wait, no, wait, Lightning Arrow didn't get base damage. Oh, sorry, flat damage, right? And neither did I shot. Yeah, skellies are still pretty strong. Unless they are unless they're changed somewhere here. No, there's no mention of skellies. Yeah, okay. Shattering Steel now has a base. Wait, I could swear I already read this somewhere. Oh wait, there's Lancing Steel. Never mind. So they did the same thing on that. Smoke Mine. The buff granted by Smoke Mine now grants 10% movement speed from 20 up to 29. Same as previously. Okay, so you're slightly slower, but everyone will still use that while leveling. Okay. Siege Ballista now regulars level 12 from level 4. Deals a lot less base damage. Grants you +2 totems, so that accounts for the nerf on the base damage. Grants projectile damage per quality. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that's a nerf. I think that quality changes a big nerf. Damn. Why would you remove a totem placement speed quality for projectile damage? Yeah, Shattering Steel does a lot of damage. It's faster and it has higher base damage. I mean, yeah, they are faster to place. That's true. That is true. You're right. I forgot that they changed the animation. Even though I mentioned them changing the animation so many times now. Spectral Throw has an attack multiplier. Oh, so they made it faster now as well. Nice. Split Arrow now adds some decent flat damage while leveling. Oh, I mean, well, okay. Waggle died for this. Them changing the attack type of Spectral Throw doesn't actually do anything for the Hillock kill, really. I mean, sure, it makes it a tiny bit faster, but you still have there's still the mana issue. You still have the issue of placing him properly. Spectral Throw is lower? No, that's faster. Anything past 100% is faster, and everything below it is slower. No, it's an attack time multiplier. You can test this with the in-game skills already. You don't believe me. Be prepared to realize that it's faster. Soul Rend has a base duration of 0.6 seconds. Wait, they nerfed this at some point. They nerfed Soul Rend after they introduced it. Now they're buffing it back. I don't remember exactly what they did to it though. I don't even remember what they did to it. What is this? Nobody cares about that. I think they nerfed the AoE of it, right? Okay. I'll check it. What do you have? Okay. Wait, is it top line? Oh, there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so they nerfed the radius. Like them buffing the duration doesn't really do much. I mean, it gives a tiny bit extra AoE, I guess, because they last a bit longer. Wait, not AoE, but damage. That's the duration of the debuff, right? So that's a lot of extra damage actually, and you need to spam it a bit. I mean, you have to spam it a tiny bit less, I guess. So, but the AoE was the big issue. I think it still needs AoE because you still need to spam it. And we have to remember that anything that didn't get buffs in the patch is indirectly nerfed because of the resist changes to mobs. Right? Stormblast Mine now deals 2 to 7 lightning damage from 3 to 10. That's fine. Can you stop? Could you stop? Thank you. I'm trying to read patch notes. Answer the damn messages. No. Is it just me? Or is this still fine? Because you can spam it so crazy fast. I haven't played with it enough to really tell. SRS. Summoned raging spirits will now try to travel to the location your cursor was over at the point that they were summoned. Oh, so they just changed the unique mechanic when you're targeting an enemy to just always go there? Okay, interesting. I kinda like that though. Cares you could do damage from crafted ones. You don't really craft one. I mean, you will probably have enough damage if you are not speedrunning and you actually craft ones early on. You're gonna be fine. But for anyone who doesn't get to craft their ones early on, that might be nerfed. That's where it matters. But yeah, if you're leveling with it, it's fine. Then again, if you're crafting weapons, you can do whatever you want and you kill everything anyway. Tornado shot. The secondary projectiles now fade over time, similar to Blazing Pulse, but without the gradual damage drop-off. Yep. In other words, the secondary projectiles will have shorter range by default, but can be increased by increased skill's projectile speed. We'll just have to wait and see to Grimro play with it and tell how we should feel about it. Toxic Rain now deals 7.9 base chaos damage per second, and then okay, so they're buffing it, yeah. Very minor buffs. Basically no change because of the monster changes. Wall Burning Arrow, so yeah, sure. Full conversion. Higher ignite, more ignite damage, and Now deals 150% more ignite damage at gem level 1 from 30? That's a lot of extra ignite damage it's getting. Damn. I haven't understood how to use the leak mechanic early on. Whenever you enter a zone, you kill monsters. Octavian will harvest ooze without you doing anything other than just killing monsters. And at some point, when you click... when you click... Is it not shown here? Octavian finally snap. Wait, did they remove it from here? Wait, why is it not in the trailer anymore? So confused. There should be an icon down here. Oh yeah, there. I saw it. So you have this icon here when you're playing. So you just click that, you see what you have, and then it just does things there, and then you create and you get your monster. That's it. Yeah, okay, that sounds fine. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. It is per zone, yes. All each zone has its own ooze, and you can't, like, you know, gather them together. Lisa videoita. Lisa. This is, you pronounce this Lisa. More. Wall Spectral Throw is faster. Venom Gyre has space damage increase. Volatile Dead now has a limit of 60 orbs. Shider, I want you to tell me how to feel about this. Because to me that sounds like this is totally fine. This is like... You need like cast on crit and spell cascade or something to get more than 60. And it's probably more about the issue of performance than the damage. Right? You just use spell cascade because you want more. You want more. I mean, the damage is like the build does less damage now because resistance, obviously, but yeah. I mean, I think this is, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Support gem reworks. Range attack totem called Polish totem support. 50% less damage gem level 1 from 30 up to... So yeah, that makes sense because we're getting more of the totems and it's also faster, yeah. Have 50% less attack speed from 30. Again, it makes sense because we get more of them. Oh yeah, cremation is still pretty good. Isn't the buff to monster life buff to VD damage? Depend. We don't know if they're increasing the base life, then yeah, actually. Which is probably what they're doing. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not a buff, it just doesn't get nerfed, I guess. Wait, no, the ball. Wait, no. Isn't the ball is just its own damage, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thought so. I think it's still gonna be fine though. Feeding Frenzy support. Oh boy. The Feeding Frenzy buff now grants 10% increased attack cast and movement speed from 15. Oh no! They killed the support gem. Minions from supported skills now deal 5% more. From 15. Up to 15 from 24. Oh no! Oh no! Guys, minion builds are unplayable. Abort minion builds. Don't play minion builds. Abort, guys. It's nerfed. Minions are dead. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad. Take the pitchforks. Go to Reddit. Tell everyone and their mom that they killed it. Unplayable. Of course they're dead. They're zombies and specters. Yeah. Can't I? No. It's dead. Don't you see? They nerfed the attack, cast, and movement speed by 33%. 33% less. And I can't actually do the napkin math for that one. That's like 40 something percent less. It's fucking dead. Okay. Unplayable. Fortify support now is multiplicative with other sources of damage reduction. Yep. Most of the time it's a nerf, and then in some few cases it's actually a buff. If you get shocked, which nobody really gets. Without having other, yeah, I'm not gonna go into that too much. Then a business buff. It's also a buff if you don't have much other sources, and then you get shocked, because previously shock would just subtract from your reduced damage taken and make it either increase damage taken or just make the reduced damage taken smaller. But now, because it's a multiplicative, this is very bad. But in most cases it's nerfed, I'd say. Impale support. Now grants 30% total physical damage reduction against impale hits. TPDRAEH. Guys, how much TPDRAIH do you have in your build? Inspiration deals 5% as previously, up to a tiny bit less. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's fine, it's still good. Supported skills now have... Yeah, okay, that's all. This is fine, it's still really good. It's really good. LMP, supported skills now deal... Ooh, that is a lot of extra damage we're getting from this gem now. Damn, dude, that's a lot. Making less multiplier smaller than it was before makes... Like going from 7% less to 6% less is more damage gained than going from 6% to 7% more. This is a very big buff. But you probably just use GMP plus anyways, no, so nobody cares. Nobody cares. Minion damage support got a bit nerfed at low levels, and no change at 20, okay. Now gains 1%. Also, it lost 5% quality. Okay, that's fine. Fine. It's fine. Mirage Archer deals 40% less from 30 up to 31 at from 11. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a big nerf. This is also relatively high. POE distance. Also, wait, POE wicked distance. So, I mean, I think people are still gonna be using Mirage Archer because it's automating, so it's fine, and you have overkill damage anyways. So, previously, we had, oh my god. So that's 85. This right here is 85. So it went from literally off screen to very, very far still. This is pretty far still. This is still pretty good. Onslaught now has 20% instead of 25% chance for 3 seconds from 8. Huh. Will speedrunners care about Onslaught? Yeah, of course they do. Because it also gets more while leveling. Huh. If you're super casual, maybe not then, but it's fine though. You just use Silver Flask, you know? Just Silver Flask. You have to be level 20 for that though. And like anyone who makes their second character in the league shouldn't be using Onslaught to support anyways, because you just use a jewel. Like a low level on kill jewel. It's fine. But this is a undirect buff to minor leveling and summoner leveling and anything that you don't kill stuff with, I guess is what I was supposed to say. Yeah, dots, yeah. Point blank. Got a pretty big nerf. Volley support. So they made it also do a lot more damage. Yeah. Passive 3 wait, how much is there left? Wait, these are super short. What? They're barely 2 hours in. Okay. Where are we? Wait, we saw all of this. The point blank Keystone now causes, yeah, the same as the gem. Added a new class to the southeast of Ranger, Watchtowers. The Watchtowers provides bonus attack and totems and allows you to summon an additional ballista totem. Southeast. So it's like here? Somewhere here. There's a lot of room here, so it's somewhere here. Wait, what's their updates? I didn't pay attention. Oh yeah, there is. I should actually get the fork. I don't have the fork. I should totally get it. Yep. Totem damage, placement speed, attack speed, placement speed, attack speed, crit multi chance, totem damage, you get an extra totem, movement speed per totem, Yep, that's yeah. This is pretty cramped. But we don't care. That's more stuff to pick up. The Ironwood cluster has moved to the south of Duelist, has been expanded and now includes 2 additional notables. Ironwood. So previously Ironwood was here, right? Right? It was somewhere here. Okay, so they just made a big ass police. Yeah, okay. Okay. It's getting a bit built here, boys. Yeah, you take all of this. Like actually all of this. Totem damage speed, totem damage attack speed, totem damage attack speed. Each totem applies 1% increased damage taken to enemies near it. What? Okay. That's pretty good. Totem damage, placement speed, totem damage, extra totem, for attack totems that is. Effective buff granted by your active ancestral totems. Damn, that's pretty good. That is a lot of extra damage because ancestral war chief is more attack damage, I think, or melee attack damage, something I remember, or like melee physical, and then the other one is more attack speed. Pretty good. It's a really good node. Life and placement speed, life resist, physical damage reduction, armor. Oh, that's a lot of armor. Life and resist, okay. I mean, these like survivability nodes for totems are very needed. Yeah, remember guys, we can still anoint. Yep. Movement speed from minions granted by Ravenous Horde has been halved. I don't mind. The Graceful Assault cluster has moved closer to Ranger. It's so hard to do this on. Wait, this was here before, right? Wait, this was here original. Oh wait, no, wait. It was here, then they moved it here, and now they moved it back here. Right? This is actually in such a good spot now. I think this is much better spot than it was previously. It's literally right next to life nodes. I mean, there were cases where you kind of wanted to come down from here and take it and then just leave it there, but this is so good for any builds that come here for the life. Okay. Owned edge cluster has moved. That's the... Yeah, this. Okay, we'll take it. Ambidextrity Blaker has moved east. Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, hey, we're like 2 hours in. Thanks, dude. Shit. Oh, this is quite far now. Previously it was here. Or was it here? I think it was here, right? I'd say this is a bit of an F. In a lot of cases. Like in majority of the cases, I think. Retaliation, Tested Wheel is now where ambidextrous. Yeah, that's the shield node. Watch and bleeds as Vapor Cluster be moved. Yeah, makes sense. That's this thing. It was here before. Lavalas gets fire damage down. Cool. Added a new cluster to the east of Shadow. The shock stuff. There. Chance to shock, lightning damage attacks. Chance to shock, lightning damage attack. Oh no, this is a shock. Increased effect, chance, increased damage, increased crit chance, shock damage. Okay. Okay. We got between Rangers, Duelist, Burning Brutality. Where are you? I should just go there. Ignite stuff, attack, fire damage, ignite, duration, damage. Okay. Yeah, the shock chance while being a crit build is kind of like weird, but yeah. Oh, that's already flash freeze now grants. So they just buffed it. Okay, nice. Added new stat. Oh yeah, this is all of the impale. Total physical. Total physical. Against your hit. Against 10%, 10%, 20%. That's not that note, armor. This is against impale. Okay, so they just basically added it to. Why is it not here? So it's all of the impale clusters, then some random ass nodes that nobody would took ever before. I mean, I guess now you might consider taking these. Did you see the edit to EA? I didn't see the original one, but I heard that it had a mention of 50% base damage. But when I was looking at it, it wasn't there. But is it like added there or something now? Yeah, this is 200 node. This is also. It's random 5% there. Oh. Oh, they put it in the path of the warrior. Okay. I see. I mean, this could potentially be very crazy. Depending on how much of this physical damage reduction they have. So it could be something. Similar stat. So yeah, this is the impale. Yeah. Ascendancy, necromancy, mindless aggression no grants 10%. 10%. They took 20% out. Common darkness on grants increased attack speed and hour as a single combined hour rather than separate hour for each hour you had. Have fun. Support this. Support, guys. Guardian. Unwearing Fate now grants the physical damage reduction and life regenerate aura as a single combined aura rather than separate aura for each aura you skill had. Oh. Oh, they actually. Wait, no, this is. Wait. wait, this is just... Okay, so this actually only affects... Okay. This is only if you're like Mantra of Flames or a Guardian. I guess like an actual support. But so I'm pretty sure this is a... Wait. So they are not making it... No, wait, no. It is. They are making it scale less, so you get less stats, no? Single combined aura. Or wait, are they just are they just changing the stats so that it still scales, but instead it's just like how it's applied to the player is different? Oh yeah, that makes sense. So it's actually not a nerf to anything else but Mantra Flame mainly. Yeah, okay. So this is actually not a nerf to the players in general. Slayer endless hunger that causes you to be unaffected by bleeding, rather than immune. This, boys, is a buff. Flicker Strike! Slayers! Assassins, Sniper and Reaker bow base types each have a 6.7 base crit, which is 6.5. They now each have 25 up to 25% crit multi. Bowcasters, by the way. Steelwood and Reflect bow base stats like 6% from a 4 Margith bow. Oh, for more movement speed. Okay, cool. Spine, Ivory, and Bone bow base types now each has 1.4 attack from 135 and a bit higher base crit. Damage has been lowered to allow for other changes to attack speed. Okay. Ranger by base type now deals slightly more damage. Gee, thanks. All one base types now have 20% more base damage. Yo. Huh. Are they bringing physical wanderers back? I think memory wall is pretty hard to get. Yeah. Bows and wands can now roll an increased attack speed. Higher, so I think it goes up to 19% now. From 14 or something. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Essence of Zeal has been updated to be consistent with this change. Nice. Added fire cold lightning damage for bows no longer use the same modifiers as those found on 100 weapons. They instead now have their own progression, which is 25% more. Gee, nice. Crafted mods. Fastest out of energy shield recharge crafted modifiers. Lower tier now grants less than before and costs less. Higher tier also nerfed and costs, yeah. I mean, fucking Exalted Orb, dude. That's pretty nice. So the values are higher, like lower, but it's easier to justify crafting. You can no longer craft plus. You can no longer craft plus to maximum number of cursed body armors or unveiled from immortal syndicate members. So we went from then showing it, them taking it off, we bitching about them not giving it to us because even though they showed it, then they gave it to us and now they're removing it again. Okay. I mean, it was a very strong stat, like a craft. Let's be real. I don't honestly mind that. You can no longer craft the wield increased damage of specific elements with an element chance on bows. Okay. I don't like that change. Personally, but yeah, whatever, I guess. Crafted mods, which grant AoE over chaos resist pen or weapons, now grant less than before. The off-crafting suffix, which previously allowed you to craft any number of additional mods on the item, now allows you to craft up to 3 mods. This affects existing items. Items with the mod will now be limited to 2 additional crafts. However, any items with more than allowed number of crafting mods will keep those mods. Okay, yep. The veiled and crafted modifiers with hybrid bases. The veiled and crafted modifiers with hybrid defenses, armor, life have had their values halved, and their tier progression split by item type. Oh, they're actually making us find/craft actual items. Cool. We've been waiting this for a long time, boys. We've been waiting this, and at least I have been waiting for this. They were very multi-mode and crafting with so strong. Item level 2 me 1 is dead. Yep. That is indeed true. I mean, so is the higher item level kinda too, because you won't just craft +1 and then multi-mod from there. You have to have more mods. Shaper and Elder physical damage added as fire cold lightning mods on amulets now grant less. And less. Okay, yeah, makes sense. That was really good. The Shaper and Elder attack speed and double damage bonus on 200 weapons. No grant. Much less damage. Holy shit. English is wrong. Linus is saying that you can no longer do the get a low item level 1, craft the +1 on it, and then make it 1 mod rare and multi-mod for 4 extra mods. What the fuck are they doing? The web? Yeah. You can just differently. Oh yeah, and multi-mod item from Delve too. Huh. That's an interesting question that I am not expecting to get an answer from the patch notes. Oh fuck, dude. Oh god, dude. Rip those, yeah. Elemental pen suffix mods can no longer roll. Prefix versions have been added instead. Okay. I'll take that, that's fine. Both can no longer roll 200 weapon versions of either cold damage per dexterity. They can now roll the one-handed version instead. How much of the... It's like half of the value or something? I don't remember exactly. Probably still good. 2 to 4 from 3 to 5. Yeah. I think it's probably still gonna be fine. It's just it's so much harder to make that bow though. Like those endgame bows now. Also, we don't know what are the crazy new mods from the 4 new mod bases. Also, we can literally have Elder and Shaper combined items having both of the pools available for crafting. So that's very interesting. We can do, there's a lot of new stuff we can do. And yeah, we will most likely be able to get Stygian voices with them as well. It's not entirely clear from the wording of the patch note, but I'm pretty confident that we will be able to have Elder and Shaper Stygian voices now again. I'm excited to use more essences on crafting. Even though it's also fun, it's kind of hard. Yeah, we really don't know what we can get through the new exalts, and we don't know like what happens if we use those new exalts on low tier items. Like, can we are all of the mods through the exalts on the new exalts available regardless of the item level? We just don't know, right? We actually don't know. There's potential that the item low item level one crafting shit is still gonna be a thing. And like, we can make, oh wow, yeah, we can have very low item level Shaper and Elder items for the memes, because it actually doesn't do anything, because all of the mods themselves are minimum item level of like, what, 68? So it actually doesn't know anything. But no, whatever. Okay, let's see. Increased max mana modifiers on Helm Snow Grant. Okay, so they nerfed the mana a bit. That's fine. The higher tier increased attributes. Amulets can no longer roll. The higher tier elemental pen modifiers on amulets can no longer roll. Okay. Okay. Nerfing everything. I see. The low tier reduced reflected physical and elemental damage taken modifiers and body armor now grants 100%. Thank fucking god. About time we get that. I'm not sure if 100% is the right call on like that, but that's very big. Very, very big. And this is gonna be unstoppable now. This, yeah. At the same time, this limits this' build options a lot because he has to use rare armors now. Reduce reflected physical damage and elemental damage on rings now grants up to 45%. And up to 55 from... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, do you do summaries? I'll make a like Manifesto plus patch note summary. Yeah. Okay, that's... Never mind, he can use different chest pieces now as well. Cool, okay. Okay, that's pretty neat. I like the change. No, but Cider, you could have this like you're talking about end game farming, but you could like literally just have one of these crafted early on while leveling. Well, not leveling, but like progressing Rattlers, assuming you get the craft. And it also it does remove the risk of just not remembering you know. And it's, remember how my character died in Synthesis? Do you remember that? It was because I put an unID'd corrupted map in this fucking tune. Hmm. Hmm. There is a prophecy that gives maps, usually white low tier, but if the atlas is completely red. I think that bypasses your atlas, if I remember correctly. You can test this by taking that figure. Yeah, because it's not like a normal. It's not a normal item drop. It's a specific reward from a prophecy. But you can test this. Buy a bunch of prophecies. Shape one of your T1s into T6 and Elder another one to T16, and then go proc the prophecy a bunch of times and see if you get a tier 1 version of the map that you have as a T6 or T16 in your atlas. Reflect immune for Atziri. Oh, oh yeah, dude, that's actually so big. Yeah, the reflect mod is actually so big for softcore Atziri farmers. That's so true. Yeah. 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 Very true. Very, very true. Non-chaos added as extra chaos on amulets is heavily nerfed. I don't mind that. Daily damage added as extra chaos on one-hand weapons is also nerfed. I don't really mind that either. 8% from 20. I mean, let's be real. The Elias, like the non-chaos as chaos and Elias chaos were absolutely fucking busted, so it makes sense. Staves and the staves and war staves can now roll a two-handed version of it up to 15%. Okay, cool. Recover mana on block modifiers now grant a bit less, bring them in line with life and energy. Well, makes sense. Now you can no longer roll the higher tier additional chance to evade attacks modifiers on rings. You can still obtain the lower tier. Okay. The all Eli resist mods on belts can now roll up to 15% from 12. And yeah, okay, cool. I guess. You can no longer roll chance to maim and maim support modifiers on two-hand maces. Hybrid fuse damage and support spell damage support modifiers can no longer roll on two-hand weapons. Added fifth and chaos to spells and weapons are buffed. Okay. I see. Will Herald of Ash be okay? Yeah, it's the buff that gives you more damage. Herald of Purity, I don't know. But you were asking about Herald of Agony, which is Hoag. And yeah, that's probably gonna be fine. I didn't see a nerf to Herald of Agony. In fact, I think Herald of Agony is actually buffed because of the new bow skill. That makes enemies take physical projectile attack damage, so it's actually a buff. So it's potentially harder to make I wonder how they didn't mention more of the like elder helms, etc. have taken mobs out. Yeah, the vicious bow is gone, you're right. You are correct. But not people didn't really put the agony in the bow anyways because of mana reservations. They just had it on a helm. It's fine. I think it's fine. It is fine, boys. Fossil crafting that's supported by main modifier from certain fossils can no longer roll on body armors. Well, that's a nerf. Okay. Damage is taken from mana before life from a loosened fossil is now a prefix to be consistent with shaper version of the modifier. I'll accept that. The added maximum life and increased life modifier from pristine fossils can no longer roll. Shit. Okay. Damn. We still get the arcane search fossil craft. Shh. I mean, yeah. Elipen from fossils is nerfed. Yeah, makes sense. Prismatic fossil modifiers for weapon and meta protection is also nerfed. Yeah. Other item changes. Actually, before I continue, I'm gonna get a coffee. Maybe. The door, dude. The door is great. Dude, all of these Elipen nerfs are great. Because it makes Inquisitor better now, again. Inquisitor is getting buffed indirectly, boys. It's fast coffee. This coffee is like 2.5 hours old. Let's see how dead I'm gonna be while eating, like, drinking this. It's not even bitter, it's whatever. It's still fine. It's fine. I mean, it's not like fresh coffee, but it's fine. It'll do the job. Yeah, they're buffing monster resist and they're removing our pen sources a bit. The Marvelous modifier in boots, which grants chance to dodge attacks or spells on grant. Ooh, that's a big nerf. Existing, yeah, okay, don't. Spell damage mods are buffed. Okay. 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 Spell damage modifiers granted by essence vote. Have been updated. That's buff to essence crafting, boys. Nice. The increased fire and cold lightning briefcase has not been raised too much. Ooh. Ooh. Cool. That is a Herald of Ice buff. Because your percentage cold damage on a weapon can be higher now, and the percentage cold damage increased damage of your Herald of Ice, unlike something like spell damage. Cartographer seals and unshaping orbs can no longer be obtained via their recipe, as they can no longer be used. They can now be sold to vendor to recoup the original recipe components. Apprentice sextants are now called simple sextants, simple players. Journeyman sextants have been renamed prime sextants for the prime sub boys, and mastercraft sextants have been renamed the woke sextants for the woke. They each have a new art. Cool. Nice. I like the are you a simple player? Use simple sextants. Are you prime? Go prime sextants. And then the woke boy sextants. I am a prime player. Yo, thanks for the sub, Hanoi. I can already see Cute Dog having his stream title be some joke about the Vogue. Yeah. They should have called them free trial sextants. Yeah. Remember voice changer for Vogue. Solo symbol found with prime Twitch is making me woke. How long did it take, Tesla, for you to come up with that? Dude, they named... Okay. I have a feeling that Tarky Cat had a say in them renaming one of the sextant to prime. So whenever he talks about sextants, he can be like, by the way, guys, speaking of prime, there's a Twitch Prime that you can use on my channel for free, even though you have to pay for Amazon Prime to get the Twitch Prime. But if you have it, you can use it for free, by the way, on my channel. Prime Sextants, by the way. Prime Sextant is literally gonna be Tarky's most used word in the next league. It's gonna be good. You don't have to pay for Amazon Prime. What happened to your YouTube thumbnail from last video? Wait, really? Is it gone? It shouldn't be gone. If it is gone, I will fix it. Oh wait, it's on my end. Huh? I can see it. Should I prime sextant me? Dude, you definitely should. Huh. What's the new best way to craft life body armor now? Probably still pristine fossils, because it increases the chance of getting the life mold. Sextants are no longer used on your maps on your atlas. They are now used on watchstones, which can be socked in the new atlas and affect all the maps in the region. We reviewed a modified number of section modifiers. They said earlier, I don't remember where, that every single sextant type has its own mod pool, which is gonna be interesting. The rewards from Legion and Blight encounters have been tweaked. Read, nerfed. The number of gems rewarded by Labyrinth Chest has been reduced. Wait, are they actually? Dude, GGG wants GCPs to be valuable again. Because they're nerfing the amount of gems we're getting. Yeah, lab nerf trip. Yeah, so they're increasing the rarity of GCPs through the lab farming nerf, and they're introducing 35 support gems that you have to manually GCP. So they added a crazy sync for GCPs, and they're reducing the amount of the amount we're getting. Who is gonna be the new GCP man? Is the real question. GCP is 5 chaos this league. Yeah, and alts are gonna be 1-1 because everyone is, and regals are gonna be like going up in price because everyone is gonna do alt aug regal and then multimod from there because they can't do alt aug regal or alt regal annul one mod multimodding. So regals might be worth the chaos this league, yeah. But the alts are gonna go up in price in this league, I think. Because people have to spend more to craft their 3-mod items to multi-mod. Modifiers to exclusive the Convoking one have been relatively weighting suggested. Fine, I'll just craft the plus. Oh no! The multi-mod chains. No, wait, no, there isn't that many mods. Oh shit, dude. Oh no! Me crafting my +1 minion scepter with mana? Oh no. Shit. Just multi-mod. Yeah, just multi-mod and then Exalt. It's fine. Nobody cares. You know, it's not here. I mean, I like it. They're nerfing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, boys. I'm just gonna use 1000 alts to hit the +1, roll over it. Then I'm gonna hit another 1000 alts to get another +1. And then I'm gonna augment some complete Garbo it. Then I'm gonna regal even more Garbo it. And then I'm gonna multi-mod it because I don't have more alts to do it anyways. It's good. It's good. Nerf it. Nice. Skill-specific labyrinth enchantments that increase skills area effect have had their values increased to 16 from Merc and 24 from Eternal Lab. This does not affect existing enhancement. Have fun rerunning your best in slot enchants, Mirror Boys, in Standard. I'm sorry. Enjoy. Blast Rain additional blast repetition can no longer be acquired from Merc, and now Eternal grants 1% chance for an additional blast from 75. Wait, why does it say additional blast? Just extra arrow. At least the mod isn't that rare. Fuck off, Flint. God damn it. Not like your weapon matters on summoner anyways. Excuse me, Hesla. Getting a +1/+1 is gonna be even more vital now than before. So I guess we're gonna go delve farming some fossils and hitting some +1s, dude. For +2s. Labyrinth enchant which previously granted additional knockback chance for sweeping instead now grant a chance to gain an endurance charge on kill with sweep. Just on kill and nothing else. Nice. Nice. If they had made it have like a small chance to give it on hits on rares and uniques, that would be interesting. Labyrinth enchantments, which previously granted increased duration for ice shots and chill crown, instead now granting increased damage with ice shots. Okay, cool, nice, I guess. I mean, it's buff. Labyrinth enchantments with ground increased area of effect for a shrapnel shot. Conqueror can no longer be obtained. Existing items with these enchantments are unaffected. Wait, they actually buffed Labyrinth runners by removing some of the mods. Interesting. Shaper and Elder Scarabs have been reworked. They now add Shaper Elder influence outcomes in the map area. Grant 30, 60, 90% more chance to find Elder Shaper item in the area. Corel and Vorigi in Intervention are now actually nice. The price of protection divination card has been temporarily disabled from dropping because tier 16 alert shadow maps are no longer a thing. Because they turn in existing sets of map for previous traders. Remove the sextant upgrade recipe. Yep. Okay. Wait, why? Why? Why can't I, a simple Twitch user, upgrade to Prime Twitch user? What? Excuse me. Feels bad, man, dude. Feels bad. You pay money for that. And you can never be, you can never, you know, woke. You can never become woke. Yeah, we absolutely have no idea how the system works. This patch notes gave us nothing. Also, we still haven't seen the Atlas questions answered part 2. By the way, usually when there's part 1, it's implied that there's at least part 2 as well. Just throwing that out there. Unique item balance. Reach of the Council is not changing in this update. We have some cool plans for this item, but could not get ready in time. We're sorry. Rotzi fans. Rip. Volley fire is now limited to 1, and now causes you to have 6 additional projectiles. This is for barrage gem, right? Not like actual barrage support, but the actual barrage skill. I mean, it's a buff. Asenat's chant now triggers Socrates' spell when you attack with a bow, previously 25% chance. Ooh, that's buff. It now has a 0.3 second cooldown on this effect previously. Okay, so it's more consistent, but a bit less spamming. If you had crazy attack speed, you could proc it a bit faster. Ember Wake now causes ignite enemies burn 65% slower from 65. So what this means is that it's a nerf. Yeah. It doesn't increase the duration. It makes the ignite dealt be the same, but takes more time. So, oh, sorry, this is a buff because it's rollable. Sorry, my bad. I was just thinking about the word. I didn't like look at the actual numbers. But yeah, it's an actual buff because it's rollable now. Hurry's Ire now has a much less damage. Yeah. Okay, so they just nerfed the damage. I mean, yeah, makes sense. Whatever. It had a lot of damage. Will Ray now grants 30% less damage from 40% less damage. That, my dudes, is a big buff. Big buff. Can't have a bow on your chest anymore. Yeah, instead you have like 1/7 of a bow. This is a big ass buff for Quill Ray. Xop's Archer no longer has ignites you inflict spread to other enemies within radius of 15. Now has supported by level 20 ignite prolif. Big buff for most cases, but previously you could use a chest piece that had links, and then just use the bow to prolif. But I think overall this is a really good buff because now it's a 7 link on the bow and it has a bigger prolif radius. I think they have like 1 life. The Unshadowed Will's damage reduction from the Harpy of Focus effect is now multiplicative with other similar effects. That's the shield. Now it's in the trash can and you burn it. Snakebite now also grants 5% damage over time multiplier for poison per frenzy charge. Ooh, that's a buff. That's a buff. Namahu's Flame now deals 15% more damage. That is to offset the nerf of Point Blank. So it's still worse than it's now. Noogie drew the exact same picture. Oh wait, really? Noogie is a fine man. He knows how to use a trash can. Didn't they want to buff Molten Strike? I mean, they did buff the base, but then they nerf Point Blank, so they actually... Unless you're doing a Poison Molten Strike, which didn't care about Point Blank, Molten Strike is nerfed. Hallowed Crown no longer overrides the level of monsters winning. It now adds or subtracts the number of levels from the monsters winning. It's based off mod. This is due to the capacity for it now to have a variable tier. Existing versions of this are not affected. Okay. Pitch Darkness no longer drops and cannot be obtained outside of trading with other players. Sudden Ignition, same shit. It now prevents Burning Arrow from applying its additional burning debuff. Okay. That's the one that allows you to ignite twice. But that's only for trash. Fucking Hesla, I was reading your comment and I was about to say softcore, but because I saw your trash can, I was just talking about high-end like trash can instead of softcore. Feels bad. Trashcore. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. But you're right, trash can is good when you think about the Thai. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm big offended right now. Simple Summon now reduces reflected damage making by 80%. Big. So that plus any node in the skill tree, basically. Trash core, good core. True. Actually, thanks for pulling me up from the what's the word? From the shit. I will just go with that. You saved me, Lynn. Uriel's Fosterings minions are now immune to damage and cannot be targeted by enemies. Ooh. Oh, that's the Uriel's Fosterings. That's a chess piece from right? Yep. The Roa boy. Male council, indeed. Voltaxic Rift now also allows you to shock enemies as if dealing 300% more damage, and allows shocks you inflict to increase damage taken by enemies up to maximum 100%. Yeah, what? What is Voltaxic Rift on? That's a big buff. That is a big fucking buff. It's on a spine bow. Spine, Ivory, and Bone Bow base types now each have a base attack speed of 1.4 and have a higher crit chance. So it's faster with a higher crit chance on top of the buff. Oh. But you can also probably use it as a caster. Yes. Yeah. I don't really know why you would, but because there are so many better options. But for a actual lightning attack, well, it doesn't have to even be lightning attack. You could literally play like Scourge Arrow. Dude. I'm just when Mathiel makes his build, just remember that I said it first. Okay? My build. And Mathiel is just copying me now. So we take the new Voltaxic. Yeah, okay, good. Then we use Orb of Awakening on a Shaper bow. Shaper like Vocorp, yeah, Vocorp on a Shaper bow, and then we apply that to the Voltaxic. Or you could just chance it on a Shaper baseball. You could also do that. I don't know, whatever is cheaper. Anyways, you do that. Then you kill Uber Elder a couple times and cry, and you didn't get a chest piece, so you just bite instead. And then you go Assassin. Okay, it's important. You're going a Poison Assassin, crit Poison Assassin. So you have the Voltaxic, and not you don't only make it into a Shaper bow, you also make it into an Elder bow, and then you also do the Elder gloves into Shaper Elder gloves or Shelter gloves, and then you make the chest piece into a Shelter chest piece, and you have every single item in your character's gear being Shelter items. So both Shaper and Elder things. So you get you end up getting you get 4% damage over time multiplier for elements effect. I mean, this is non-damaging elements, nobody cares. I mean, well, this is effect for shock as well, right? So you get better shock, so you hit the 100% cap easier because every item is Elder item. You get damage over time multiplier. So this is 80% effect for your shock. This is 40% damage over time multiplier, and then wait, what's the name of it? Wait. Why can't I remember the name? Fucking. Sorry, Eternity's Rod, yeah. Why did it show it from the... Nice. Oh, is it because of the D? Fuck you, dude. Stupid Mickey. So, you get this, so that you get Ellie damage added as extra chaos, and you go... You can... Yeah, you like lightning or something like that, and then you like use a... You know. That's okay. You heard it here first. No numbers to back it up, but it sounds interesting. When the clubs be elder. No, because you use the new orb to make them also shaper. We don't actually know if it works on uniques, but if it works. Wait. Where were we? Oh yeah, here. So wait, we're almost done and it's been like 3 hours only. Huh. World changes. 2 new areas connected to Epilogue Town have been added. They can be accessed by progressing through a Kirak's quest. New stuff. Who's Kirak? Who are you? Helena now has something to say about the Order of the Jinn. Voltaxic plus Lightning Arrow shock stuff won't stack. They do? Why wouldn't they? Oh, pew pew. Monster changes. Boss encounters throughout the entire campaign have been more difficult. So instead of killing them in second, you kill them in 2 seconds. Shit, no. In most cases, they have significantly more life, will deal more damage, and use some skills and attacks more quickly. Particularly true for act bosses. Several bosses also have new skills. We'll see. I wanna see blood. Many bosses with lengthy introductions, such as the Brine King, now take reduced damage for a short period immediately after becoming targetable. They're nerfing pre-trapping. Pepe hands, dude. Monsters throughout the game now have more armor. From 33% at level 1 up to 2,762% at level 80. They really had no armor before that. Sounds a lot scarier than it is because their base armor is extremely unimpressive. Okay. Monster resistances throughout the game have been reviewed and made more consistent. In many cases, this has resulted in more resistant monsters. The wave skill used by some sea monsters, such as Marvel is no longer considered a spell and will deal damage in a way that more accurately reflects its visuals. So, secondary damage? No. The Mastermind will now drop Scarabs when slain. Ooh, nice. Safe house outcomes that reward Scarabs now have a chance to reward additional Scarabs. Ooh, nice. That's some good shit, dude. Map changes. The Atlas has been completely reworked. There's a new storyline, new boss encounters, and new ways to customize your Atlas. Elder Shaper and combined Elder Shaper encounters can still be accessed if you're lucky. Sana may offer a Shaper or Elder Guardians map. Elder Guardians are no longer in a separate instance that do that of their map. Like the bosses throughout the campaign, most map bosses. Oh yeah, one thing. So these can have map mods now. Elder Guardians have map mods. Like the bosses throughout the campaign, most map bosses have had their life significantly increased, and the damage and speed of several skills increased. Many bosses are now also more resistant to elemental and chaos damage. When encountering Zana in a map, the number of map options she offers is now tied to the level of area. Zana's level, which determines which map device crafting options you have available, as well as what maps Zana can stock in her vendor window, is now determined by the number of maps you have completed on your Atlas. I mean, that's a way to nerf the potential. I mean, nobody really cares. Unless, I mean, we need to see we need to know more details about that. Interesting. Maps now have a 10% chance to contain a wall shard area where you can find sacrifice fragments and wall gems. This is so nice. And it's gonna be so disappointing to go into them because they will have nowhere close to the amount of monsters as the maps that you're running in have. Cortex map is now more commonly available from Zana relative to the other synthesis maps. Nice, and is now always level 83. Previously variable. So this means that you also have to be doing a minimum tier 14 maps, because Zana can keep +2. All synthesis maps now require minimum level 80. Give me a second, Kirby. Dude, I actually almost tripped. I don't know what I got. I don't know what I got there. Did they cooker there? No. Let's say that plastic baggage on stream. No, let's just say that the stream quality is probably gonna go up. GDG sent me a plate. True. Probably. The flashlight. I mean, while I mean, you must know something, but it's not this big. Okay? It's not this big. New streamer. Yeah, that's a new streamer. Oh, where were we? Yeah, here. All synthesis 5 maps are now can now drop. All 5 synthesis maps can now drop as unique items. They can all be acquired from map bosses of T11 or Crater, or T14 for boss for Cortex, or if you're very, very lucky, maybe Sana will sell you one. Dude! That's cool. Actually so nice, yeah. And then Sana mods. We already see these, but the big takeaway, Essence is gonna be big for crafting now, because multi-modding is nerfed, so you wanna use Essence mods and some fossil mods on, well, Essence. I think Essence is gonna be much more used now. We have the big boy Beyond, and we have Legion. Solo self found, boys. Rise up. We are gonna get killed when we're trying to roll maps for farming the jewels, because I know I want some of the jewels. Also, there's domination, so we can get the nice helm. Yeah, I wish that, I mean, 3 essence monoliths for 2, like Dude, I need to do some chaos recipe. We're gonna be fucking chaos recipe machine after a while in the league. We're not gonna be doing it much early on, but at some point. User interface improvements. The world panel map now supports curved lines. Yeah, boys, that's the biggest thing. Curves. Yeah. Okay. The resonator stacks sizes are no longer obscured by the resonator's sockets in the Delve stats tab. Thank you. Added slots in the fragment stats tab for Elder and Uber Elder fragments. Big. Very, very big. Quest rewards. Sana no longer awards maps as you complete the Atlas questline. Instead, she awards free use of her special map device leak modifiers the first time they are unlocked. Okay. I guess, whatever. Added Shrapnel Ballista as a quest reward for the Ranger for completing breaking some eggs. Arrow Nova. Yeah, it's just about the new gem stuff. Whatever. PvP! Only characters can no longer appear on league ladders. Oh, wait, was this a thing? Could you get into top rank 1 PvP at the start of the league by making a character in the PvP only character? for the like first 20 minutes. First until 28, yeah. Barret support now applies 20% damage penalty against. Yeah. This is just the new stuff nerfed. Bug fixes. Fix a bug where Midnight Baron's life restoration wouldn't correctly maintain a hidden life reserve value if you died for things that you care about. How much of life reserved to the Guardian's Reign and Fate passive? Okay. I guess nice for softcore players. Improved how for the majority of the players, I guess then. Improved how Purified Flame handles the terrain elevation changes. It isn't perfect. Hey, Noogie! You think why are you spamming me? Yeah, what does this mean? You think Esther's enough single target damage? I'm a bit scared because of the armor mitigation and the small Esther's hits. Did somebody actually just accidentally type Noogie when they were asking me a question? I mean, SRS is like 50% base converted to fire already. And you use fucking hatred on them, and if you really want to go deep, then you just use physical light to lightning and no physical damage. Probably copy pasting it, yeah. I don't know. Is this not Noogie? I'm not sure, but I think not. I don't have the moves like Noogie does. I can't dance like Noogie, so no. Fix the bug where if you were not the first. Oh, baby beast. Fix more weird betrayal status particle with certain safe conditions. Fix the bug where Legion monsters' auras could affect players and other monsters before they had been revealed by activating the Legion monolith. Huh. I never paid attention to that, but that's interesting. Cool, that's good. Fix the bug that caused mines to have a different rotation on the game client than the server. Okay. It's an interesting bug. Also, it doesn't affect anyone, like any player. Fix a bug where the smite on weapon effect would persist if you interrupted the skill with movement. Wait, really? I didn't know this was a thing. Fix a bug where slumber projectiles that are supposed to fade over time would persist invisibly if they had forked from an enemy. Nerf AoE, I guess. This reminds me of the EK bug with the MTX that yeah, made it so that the projectiles would just like keep track. Like they just gave them so much more projectile speed. Fixed a bug caused by Cobra Lash and shattering still to behave poorly when targeting location or enemy at a different height. They should now hit cliff faces a lot less often. Okay. Fix a bug where fireballs in the Delve Talisman encounter were not making monsters vulnerable. Oh, that's nice. Fix Flame Dance with the Stygian effect would work incorrectly while using Predictive Nectar. Or Console. Fix a bug where if you use both Phase Run and Feed and Stability, you would get the key effects of both. It's a nerf. Fix the bug. Well, that's bug fix. Fix a bug which caused Act 4 Bite did not use her cleave nearly as often as she should. Okay, so less beams. Fix the bug where the visual effects from cycling buffs on Arboration Augur would linger. Yeah, I remember this. Fix the bug where standing on an enemy's conqueror crown would not correctly show the debuff with the red border. Fix the bug with oh, that's it. That's a nice fix. Some display stuff. Fix the bug where a syndicate laboratory could generate with a wall blocking the entrance in the Sound Slum style set. Fix the bug which prevented blighted relics from taking damage from crown effects. Fix the bug where the St. George's transform an amulet into Tears of Reward would destroy any skins transferred on the orange amulet. Yo, nice. No longer wasted money on skin transfers. Vulnerable Covert Legacy would not be reapplied after dying or before PvP. Smooth out some unnecessary uneven crown in Battle Scared Hideout. Fix the bug where within sight was a quality blood magic support gem linked to a skill. Your skill plus tooltip would flicker if your energy shield was regenerating and degenerating at the same time. Fixed a bug where black card scouts could have levitating crossbows. Interesting. Fix some bad delve path where you think you were going on one way and then you could go another much longer way. Yo, that's nice. Who skin transfers and amulets? I would like to introduce you to Cute Dog. Fix the bad visual interaction with Celestial Leap Slam and Divine Arcane Rings. Kind of nice. Celestial Leap Slam was pretty cool. Fix the bug where the enchanted fossil in the Delve staff was slightly too far to the left. Fix the bug where the merge sound played during Delve Spider encounter was affected by Volume Spider. Fix the variation of the ornate fix weird. I was just like fixed and then just like my brain just starts mumbling. Fix some niche cases of physical damage over time that was unaffected by Immortal Call and Pride. That's a nice fix. Matt, depends what league you're playing and what's your goal. 3D art. Fix the bug where prophecies that dropped items could trigger the drop on enemies that were unreachable and untargetable, and therefore the item would also be unreachable. Fix the bug where the heavy strike visual effect would linger. Fix the bug which caused minions created by Dominant Blow to not use their shield charge. Yo, that's a buff. Fix the bug introduced 3.9 where monster generation rewards of the specific type of lazy monsters would never roll their maximum value. That's more items, boys. Fix the bug where the extra effects applied to shock enemies by Brain Arrow were being modified by some modifiers to shock effect. Okay. Fix the bug where shock was considered the same element as chill for Yoke of Suffering. That is a buff. Fix the bug where Sabril were also considered the same as chill. Oh, that's also a bug. Buff, sorry. Fix the bug where Poison was considered the same as Ignite for the sake of Yoke's Suffering effects. Basically, Yoke of Suffering was broken. Shaper and Elder modifiers. Edit, you can no longer roll the higher tier additional chance to wait. Oh, we saw that. Yep, we saw that. Oh, this is the explosion. Only the effects such as chance and knock per... Wait, no. Wait, where's the mention of the base damage? There are now separate... Yep. Okay, yeah, so then, yeah. There's the bleed chance of poison duration, bleed duration, modifier can no longer roll suffix and weapons. Ooh. Ouch. That's a bit of a nerf. Added a new damage summon on multiple for which can roll on all weapons and quivers. You guys remember when I said, when we saw the change to Burning Arrow being 100% conversion, when I said that, somebody was like, shit, but you want to use the conversion quiver, whatever the fuck the name is again. I was like, what if they're gonna be adding new signal fire, thanks. Adding new mods, well, mainly talking about like damage over time multiplier to quivers, and voila, added new damage over time multiplier modifier which can roll on all weapons and quivers. Called it, boys. Yeah, the suffix. What skill for Ballista play? Whatever you want to play with. If you're playing softcore, then whatever you play, it doesn't really matter, both should be fine. Yeah. Just throw a coin, honestly. They added new modifier which grants... Ooh, that's big. This is pretty big. POE attacks, financial arrow modifier from Elder Influence, no grants +1 projectile. These affect existing items. Okay. Let's do this and see if they added something new here. They have not. Okay. And then we check all of these and then we're pretty much done. Has Shaper or Elder? Has Shaper and Elder. So that right there confirms that we can have Shaper and Elder influence items. Think. Yeah, this is with the awakening stuff. Awoke orb. What about the armor thing? I mean, everything is gonna be dealing less damage than they were previously, basically. That's the takeaway because of the resist changes and life increases and the armor addition. I mean, it's gonna affect for sure. How much? It's really hard to say. So we have brain, eye, liver, lung, heart. So there's 5 different types, and I assume they have different like rewards on them or something like that. And I don't know. Turbulent catalyst, imbued, abrasive, tempering, fertile, prismatic, interest. I wish I was good at English so I could just figure out what these all of the catalysts mean. Wait, where's the other catalysts? This is only 7. Huh? They were supposed to be more than this. What the? I mean, it doesn't say it here, but I mean, this is actually no. Here's 7. 3 to 1 the rest, but they should still be filterable things. Did they forget the 2020 gems? Not of tomorrow. Crusader, Redeemer, Hunter, Warlords, Awaken Orb, Simple Sextant, Prime Boy Sextant, and Woke Sextant. Fragment of Enslavement, obviously Eradicator, Constrictor, Purification, Purifier, and this is Elder Encounter. This is Uber Elder Encounter. Ivory Watchstone. Why is it between the here? Wait. There's only one type? What? Okay, I'm very confused now. Or maybe this is the tradable one. Maybe, yeah, this is probably the tradable one, and the other ones were quest ones. But even if it's a quest item, it should still be a filterable thing. Or is it just... Oh, yeah, there you go. So there's one Watchstone type for each Conqueror, and then we have the Ivory, which is either... That's probably like the unique from the final boss or something, I guess. Okay. Okay, so we have all... Have we actually seen all of the div cards already? I think we have. Then we have the support gem, active skills. Okay, that's it. We did it, boys. Sub 4 hours. It's like 3.5 hours. This took much longer than I expected based on the how like big they were. No, we already saw the map trucks. Oh yeah, that's not all of the div cards, I don't think. Yeah, I remember most of them. There were some pretty good ones. I was just wondering, like, have you actually seen all of these div cards? What is the new meta? It's pretty hard to say because we don't really know too much about the mapping system and we don't know much about the new bosses. But minion builds are probably gonna be still fine. Some of the bow stuff looks really good, but we'll just have to wait and see. Miners didn't basically get hit at all. Yeah. The Mecha thread still has 13 out of 14. Yeah, maybe we haven't seen all of them. I think there's maybe one that we haven't seen. Toxic Ray Miner. I mean, it's good. I'm not sure if it's damage. Bow bleed builds. I mean, there was no mentions of nerfs to the bleed fossil craft. So, I mean, they should be better because, especially now with the new skill that increases or like makes the bleed always be a max effect. I think Arc Miner is gonna be fine. Yeah. There's also a lot of things we literally just don't know. We've seen a very few mods. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, we've seen few of the new Exalt mods. We haven't seen all of the new uniques. We haven't seen most of the mods. The new item. Sorry, yeah, the influence types give. We have the option to craft Elder and Shaper item mods. hybrid items now. So there's a lot of shit that we haven't really thought about yet, or had access to yet. Is the zombie survivability for Guardian gonna be a problem for bossing? That depends entirely on what the bosses do. What's the go-to mine? Icicle, or I mean Arc Mine is also fine. Our Arc Miners are gonna be better now than they were before, so yeah, Arc Mine is gonna be fine. I think, I mean, Ball Lightning is also crazy single target. There's a lot of things that can share with the meta. We also don't know all of the effects of the support gems. This could bring something cool we don't know about yet. I am very curious to see if Woke minion damage support at level 5 gives +1 minion gem levels. I kind of want to see that happen, just so we have like one super end game thing to work towards that allows for easier, like allows us to get like +1 Spectre, for example, because they did mention in the manifesto that they want it to be like end game thing to strive towards for, so that could be a thing. We already know that the +1 type is a thing, right? We have that on Added Cold. Added Cold has +1 at level 5. I'm assuming Added Lightning, Added Chaos will have as well, so there is a possibility for the minion one to have it too, but I don't think it's gonna be the case. But I can see, like, I haven't done the math, but I can totally see myself using Empower on Spectres as the last link instead of something else. Yeah, the Woke cast on crits could be really interesting too. Yeah, there were a lot of nerfs, but we don't know how much of the new power we're getting through the new influence types and some of the supports and some of the new uniques. So I'm assuming that the plus-minus power level is probably much less than it's normally been, but yeah, it's really hard to say. Yeah, Woke Brutality as well, true. Gonna need a little bit for Empower if you, yeah. Did you decide what starter you will be? I will probably play a Guardian Summoner based on the patch note. It's probably gonna be Spectres plus Zombies plus Kelly, and then eventually transition into full zombie super late game. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Holy Relic. I mean, Holy Relic is a nice skill, especially as like a supportive kill role, an early game clear. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. I have a lot of shit to do, so I am actually gonna dip off. I'll definitely have a stream tomorrow once we see the gems. I will make a, what's the word? A like a compiled, like, you know, Balance Manifesto and Patch Notes, important stuff, short video probably. But I will also upload just both of the full readathons for anyone who wants to watch them. But I need to actually type some notes for myself for the short video, and I'm gonna do that off stream. Yeah. I think overall, I'm a bit disappointed of the length of the patch notes, but the stuff that we have in there, I pretty much agree a lot of, I'd say like 99% of the stuff I agree with. Also, we have no fucking idea what the Atlas shit is gonna be based on all of the information we have right now. So That's gonna be a big question mark still. Well, yeah. Stay tuned.